The grand plan is still the same. The State Department still wants to rig every election on earth, still wants to be able to create, the all-seeing eye, so to speak, of, this eye of Sauron that can be trained on any election anywhere. Nigeria wants to elect a new person. That person doesn't want to give Chevron, a sweet deal to the crude there. Chevron's got pull on who the Secretary of State is. Okay, we're going to make sure that political party, is deemed to be in trafficking and misinformation, and we're going to track every little thing they do, and that's going to be run through the regional desk at State Department. The tool is too powerful now to be put back in the box. And now you got the biggest companies in the world, OpenAI, which developed ChatGPT. Well, who's running OpenAI? It's Microsoft. Microsoft is the biggest company in the world by market cap, number one. And who, by the way, is the company that DHS worked most closely with for 2020 election censorship and COVID? It was Microsoft. Microsoft's Protecting Democracy program is a new program they created in 2018 that's effectively a CIA cutout. They're the ones who rolled out NewsGuard. NewsGuard's first product. NewsGuard is the number one censorship gargoyle on the internet. On their board is General Michael V. Hayden, head of the CIA, NSA, and a four-star general. It's Anders Fogh Rasmussen, the former head of NATO during the Obama administration, the number one head of NATO. Tom Ridge, the former head of DHS. Rick Stengel, the former head of the Global Engagement Center at the State Department, the Undersecretary for Public Affairs, who's the guy who intermediates the State Department's relationships with the media. So the head of media, media operations at the State Department, the head of DHS, the head of the CIA, the head of the NSA, a four-star general, and the head of NATO are all on the board of NewsGuard, while NewsGuard is basically operating, as this cutout, working with the EU, working with NATO for the Digital Services Act rollout. And they're the ones who are creating these AI censorship algorithms by selling at the retail level these machine readable scripts. So, they're building this AI censorship technology. They're doing it, with Pentagon grants in tow. And, it's how do you put this thing back in the box when it's being co-signed by the biggest forces in the U.S. government? It's a tool. It creates godlike power. Nobody is, you can almost think of it like the ring in Lord of the Rings or something. It's too precious. Nobody wants to throw it into the fire. And Microsoft is who rolled out NewsGuard. NewsGuard didn't have a market until the Protecting Democracy program at Microsoft rolled it out. The head of DHS at the time, Chris Krebs, came from Microsoft, the DHS censorship program. Where is he working now? Back at Microsoft. So, this thing is going to be scaled. They're going to be creating, these more and more powerful nuclear weapons, so to speak, weapons of mass deletion, until something forces a nuclear disarmament, so to speak, to happen. In the 20th century, that happened only because some other force was creating nuclear weapons as powerful as our own. It remains to be seen what will force the blob to stop developing these, or if they will. We don't know if we're going to win this fight.
Yeah, I get very concerned when I look at our top AI being developed by Google, by OpenAI, like you said, controlled by Microsoft, by Anthropic, which is invested in by Amazon, by Facebook and their Llama model. I get really concerned because of these same people that have shown that they will, not hesitate to, execute all this censorship, or they're working in cahoots with the government. And I've seen the power of AI, and most people have no idea what it can do and what it's going to do. So it makes me very concerned. So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast. It's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real. and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.